when we talk about red carpet, it's a serious game.
I've had a serious argument with somebody telling me how red carpet in Nigeria is better. I'm like,
They wanted me to establish in South Africa. They wanted me, like, they'll help me, like, let's do, you wear clothes, everything for gang. Even sleep last song. So it has not been easy, but I was giving them back to back. I know send them. Time, most of the Ghanaians here, they are very. So when it comes to red carpet in Nigeria and red carpet in Ghana, oh.
this has always blown my mind. 73% of you that watch this podcast channel are not yet subscribed. The free and easy way that you can support us, that's me and my team, is by subscribing to this channel. And we promise you that we would come to you every 2 weeks with one interesting guest and have interesting conversations about business and creativity. Now let's get back into the show.
Yes, thank you so much. And as you all know me, I'm Gina. Yes, Gina Mensah. My full name is Gina Mensah. Yes, that's the name most people know me in the movie industry. When it comes to the fashion industry, I'm known as Gina Rich Designs. Yes, Gina Rich Designs.
Okay, so wait, you said movie industry. Which time was this? When was the movie industry?
Oh, actually, before now, I've also been in the movie industry where, back in the days, Nollywood.
Okay.
Yes, I acted with so many actors and I did so many movies. I featured in so many movies. And in fact, that's what made me Gina Mensah.
Okay.
Yes, that's what made me Gina Mensah. So, yeah.
So Gina Mensah in Nollywood. When did you move to Ghana?
Okay, so I relocated to Ghana like probably 7 years now
7 years.
from Nigeria. Yeah.
Nigeria.
Yes.
And was it because of fashion you relocated to Ghana?
Not really. It got to a point in one's life, you just decide to do what will make you happy or what will make you be at peace with yourself and with things around you. And I've always loved Ghana, even though I was in Nigeria. Nigeria is a very beautiful place, very active place, very lovely place to be. But it got to a point, of course, I'm a Ghanaian. My parents, even till now, my dad is still in Nigeria. And I just spoke to myself, why don't you just move to Ghana? Because I've always loved Ghana. Anytime I come for holidays, I enjoy it. And the fact that Ghana is so peaceful, loving, I just said, let me just move. So I didn't look back. I just decided to move, and that's how I moved. And I got myself in Ghana. Gradually, I established myself, which is the fashion industry, and that's me doing it. Yeah.
So tell us about the early days of your fashion in Nigeria.
Yeah. Yeah. So fashion was not really what was on my mind. Though growing up wasn't that easy too, but it was also beautiful because it's a whole lot of experience. Growing up, it got to a point in my life I realized that I have to help myself, even as a young lady. So I started training, going for training in different kind of, even hairdressing. I learned it. Bead making. I learned so many things. I was just getting myself equipped. I never knew that I even have a place or a position or a blueprint in fashion. So fashion was the least on my mind until later on, I started working with a firm. It's a construction firm. So I was like their receptionist at the firm. So one habit I also picked is every morning before I start work for the day, I pray in the office before I start the day. So I noticed that it got to a point when I pray, I hear the voice, fashion. I hear the voice, fashion. It continues like that, days to days, weeks to weeks, month to month. So I didn't really get that clear. And I kept rejecting that voice. I was like, listen, no, it can't be me. It can't be me. Like, what am I going to do with fashion? Tailor, like tailor, what now is tailor do? I kept, it's like, arguing with someone that you don't see. So I guess it was the Holy Spirit speaking to me. So then it continues like that until a point I told my boss that I have to resign. I want to go for fashion school. And then they were like, Gina, are you okay? Are you mad? What are you saying? Gina, you're a very intelligent lady. And because they were also looking for a way to sponsor me to further my education, to get, better degrees and all of that. So when I came up with such, they were confused. They were like, you must be crazy. No, 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 Gina, you're not correct. I said, sir, it's not like that. So they convinced me and I cut it off. When I cut it off, the voice started coming again. So I just knew that this one day, there's nothing I can do about it. I just said, no, this one day, God is speaking to me. I have to take it serious. So I resigned. I just resigned. I didn't even look at them twice. I just resigned. And they were very sad. So I left and I went to start making inquiries on fashion schools around. And finally, I got one, which was a Livon Fashion School. So it wasn't far from my environment, which is the Keja. So that was how I enrolled myself. Even my father and my stepmom, they were confused. Like, what is wrong with this? Because my father has always wanted me to be into the medical field. Maybe be a doctor, be a something just be in anything medical. Can even be a nurse. So I was always okay. So I've been a science student. I've always been a science student until I found out that fashion was actually my blueprint. So that's how I started the fashion training. I started doing it. So I think a year in the fashion training, even within that year, my boss was so scared of me. It got to a point, I was so strange because the way I do things, sometimes even with common skirts, the way I would design it, and they'll be like, hey, Gina, this one self, where are you from? Sometimes you just do some crazy things. And so that's how I found out. I said, oh, yeah, so this is really. So I think a year later, I found one of my prophet like that. I went to a church, there's a program, and it's a prophetic church anyway. So my first time in the prophetic industry, prophetic church, the prophet looked at me and he called me. He was like, Madam, don't be confused about life. Your word is fashion. All I see is fashion. From the crown of the head to the sole of the feet, beautify people, men, women, boys, girls, just make them look beautiful. That is your brand. That is who you are. So take it very serious. I was like, wow. So that was just a confirmation that, hey, this is where you belong to. So ever since then, I've been in it. And I stayed in my lane, even though I was also compiling the acting with it. Yes, I was compiling the acting, and even some of my friends was like, "No, Gina, there's this particular lady, Ejuru. I will never forget that lady. She was there when the prophet talked about it. So she was always constantly reminding me, Gina, this is your field. Take it serious. You'll go places. You'll become a star in it. You'll travel abroad. Like you make it so big. So just stay in it. It might not be easy, but with time, everything will be cool. So that's it. That's how I found myself. Yes.
Was it very interesting?
Yeah, fashion school is not easy though. It's not easy, but at the same time, it's beautiful because it's your future. Whatever is your future, don't think it's easy, but at the end of the day, you'll get it right. You'll be there because it's part of the the lane that you have to be to get to your destination in life. So whatever comes, hard, good, you just have to take it the way it is because knowing that you won't be there forever. It's just a process. It's a matter of time, and you'll be fine.
What's that one lesson that you took out of fashion school?
Yeah, so one lesson I really admire even myself, and I always tell even people that I train or people that comes around me is humility, loyalty, and respect. When you are loyal, you are humble, you are respect, you are truthful, you go far, you go places. It will make everybody submit to you. It will even your boss, someone that you are that is training you will be submissive to you. Be like, oh wow, this child or this person. So the person renders his or her blessings to you as a person.
This video is proudly brought to you by Board House Electrical, your one-stop place for all your solar needs. Imagine doing some serious work, then your lights go off. Charlie, ECG. That means you have a productive day because you solely depend on ECG to produce your work. With a complete solar system from Board House Electrical, you can provide all your power needs 24/7. You know, I'm even wondering why we are wasting the power of the sun when we have a lot of it. Like a lot of it. Charlie, the sun, it a bear, no. I'm not even going to talk about the increasing cost of electricity these days. Let's not even go there. Let's not go there. They said the thing has increased by 35%, but you are buying double of what you used to buy. Contact Board House Electrical with my promo code ISVISUAL and let them take care of all your solar needs today. All right, let's jump back into the interview.
So that's one thing I've realized.
So tell me about your transition from the fashion in Nigeria to the fashion in Ghana. How's the fashion industry in Nigeria compared to that here in Ghana?
Okay, so we all know that Nigeria is a very big place, and when it comes to fashion, it's a broad um aspect of it compared to Ghana. Okay, Ghana is kind of cool. Ghana is not the competition here is not that much compared to Nigeria. Nigeria have so much competition, but even at the competition, it's not that bad. Like maybe in an evil manner. The competition is a competition that is a positive vibe. Like it makes you, even as a person at the side, you sit up. You get to realize that hey, this is it. And I also realized that in the fashion industry, you really have to do well to get to some points in life, especially when you are rich. It makes you so naturally you become so broad. Even when you don't even do anything in fashion, just little you do, you are there. So it's all about you packaging yourself, rebranding yourself, and all of that. The competition here is not really much like the competition in Nigeria. Nigeria, the crowd is even much. So if you are here, heat is there. But if you are here, you are kind of, you don't really have so much pressure, like, oh, everything. Let me start. Yeah, you are just cool. But when it comes to business, the business in Nigeria booms more. When it comes to fashion, people, the trends in fashion, they really make it. Money flows. But here, no, I say, everybody, hi, just one, hi.
So since you mentioned that the fashion industry in Nigeria is more advanced than what is over here, or is better than what is over here, why then did you decide to settle in Ghana? Is it because of the peace? Because you stand more chance of making more money in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, yeah. Okay, so because I moved to Ghana, definitely I have to establish fashion here too, yeah. But I started all over from Nigeria, but I just needed a different surface. I needed a different surface. So as at that time, I never thought of the money aspect of it. Like as we are talking, sometimes you just want the peace. Or maybe later on when you find out, oh, okay, maybe I should have. I think I never regretted it. Yeah, I never regretted it. But with time, I will, because I've started going to Nigeria anyway, talking to some fashion houses and all of that. I'm thinking of also establishing general designs in Nigeria because that's where I actually registered. The first general designs company, I registered it in Nigeria. So it's never too late. Yeah, so with time, I'll still have another place, general designs in Nigeria. Yeah.
What would you say has been your greatest struggle settling here in Ghana with how everything has what has been your greatest struggle settling in Ghana?
Yeah, so settling in Ghana, it's not a bad idea, but at the same time, it has its own challenge. It has its own battles. Yeah, because sometimes most of the Ghanaians here, they are very, I don't know how to call it, but they are not that exposed.
Okay.
Yeah, some of the Ghanaians. So when they find out that you are doing so well and you are doing so amazing, they all point at you and it's like it's I don't know if to call it jealousy or envy or I don't know what that could be, but maybe friend be it's witchcraft. You don't do that, Obia, everybody have a way of rebranding himself or herself. So if the person established or if you see my other shop, people will know there, the place looks very, very nice, very polished, tushed. That one wasn't even anything biampo. But the eyes that were on me, Jesus, it was serious. So it has not been easy, but I was giving them back to back. I no send them. You understand? Whatever you are doing, that's your own business. So you just have to stand on your feet. You have to be firm on your ground that, hey, is it that you are taking it or you are leaving it? So that has been their challenge so far.
And
Uh,
have you had any challenges in terms of finding people to work with or people to
Down there is another it's another story. Human beings are some way. Some are good, some are bad, some are in fact devil themselves. Amongst we humans. So having the right people in your office is just the grace. Sometimes I fast, sometimes I pray, because you employ someone thinking, oh, the person is a genuine or the person is truthful, loyal. With time, you got to find out that, hey, this person is working with his own agenda or her own agenda. So it's just the grace of God that God will bless you with the right workers, people that you can trust, people that you can be loyal to. Before I got this set of people that I'm working with now, which I'm really in love with them, man, it has been a battle, problem to another. Either you don't bring, either you don't bring thief to your office, you get a very nice employee or tailor, fashion designer. He will come and start taking your own work that is meant for you. They will come and they will hide it on that. So much challenges, so much problem. So it's a whole lot of headache. It's a whole lot of headache.
So how have you what's is there a strategy now that you've devised in order to select these people that you choose to work with? Is there if you were going to do another new hire, is there a process that you take them through? And if you have that kind of process, do you mind sharing that with us?
Okay, so fine. At first, I don't usually do some things, but life we work with experience. It's like being in a field. Your first 1 year, your second year, your third year. As time goes on, you learn a lot of things. You become exposed. You become wild. Like you are in for it. So as things go in and out, you learn from it. Yes. So if, for example, I'm supposed to employ a tailor to work for me, at first, the person will have to go through a test, which you have to give the person a fabric. Maybe I want an up and down. Fine. I do the cotton. But you that I'm employing, you also have to know how to cut. So that even when I'm not there, you are able to do it. All you need is direction. Hey, do this and you are in. So you have to do the cotton. Make sure that the measurement that I've given you, the style that I've given you, sometimes I might not even give you style, but do something that will be pleasing. So you cut, make sure that everything is on point, the measurement is on point. You sit on the sewing machine, you sew and bring it out. And the person, that's the measurement that we use, the person wears it. Or looking at it, you can even wear it on a mannequin. Because most of these mannequins, they all have the measurement that we use is you wear and everything is perfect. So we have to do the cross-checking and all of that. That's the first stage. Then the second stage, maybe you have to interview the person where he stays and how possible he can do the work and maybe negotiate the price with the person. So if you employ that person, it takes some other time to also know the character of the person. Yeah, nipa you're genuine and also you're loyal and also you're truthful and that's a C. So that's how it is.
When you finish doing the whole reception work and you transition to doing fashion, you started working full time. Can you recount what your first client experience was?
Okay, so my first client experience when I finished the training, although I worked for my boss for some time, then I moved on to do my own thing. Yeah, my first experience with a client was some white people, ladies and guys that I got from South Africa. And uh, it was very, very interesting. I made them some clothes. I think they work with MTN office in South Africa, and they wanted some design for some fashion stuff. So that was the whole idea, and I made it for them. And they were very, very excited. In fact, they became my friend. My first time in South Africa, they were the one that took me there, and they were very happy. And I felt very, very happy with myself. Like, oh, wow. Wow. That kind of joy
That you get where your client is
I
at.
felt very, very, very happy. And I remember that time they were like, they wanted me to establish in South Africa. They wanted me that go help me, like, let's do so that we can open a fashion brand there and all of that. But South Africa wasn't really the place I wanted to be. I was like, no, if I really want to stay in South Africa, then I think I just have to go outside the country, like just go somewhere far, either US, Canada, or something. Which, yeah.
I see. Now, there are a couple of awards here. I'd like you to tell us the story behind each one of these awards. So,
Okay.
starting from here, which award is this, and what was the story behind it?
Okay, so this is Usher's Choice Designers of the Year. I actually designed the Usher's clothes, the clothes for the Ushers for this particular event.
Okay.
Yeah. So the designs were very interesting, very beautiful on them, both the male and the female. So they decided to say, okay, this Gina Rich Designs, we need to appreciate you with this award. So that's how.
Do you have some pictures of them?
Um, hmm. Yes, I have some pictures of them, but I don't have the pictures in display now.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
And the next one, the Miss Radiance Nigeria.
Okay, so this is a recent award. I think it was November last year, 2020 2024. Yeah, Miss Radiant Nigeria 2024. It's a pageantry event. So I designed the clothes for all the pageants, the models who were in the pageants. So in fact, they all wore the clothes I designed for them. And the winner or the runner-up also wore the dress.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was a very beautiful event. It was very powerful. I was also one of the judges, and I was given this just to say thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this one, the Supreme Dynamic Talent Academy Award.
Yeah, Supreme Talented Academic Award. Yeah. This actually a fashion school. They run a fashion school. So sometime I go to do some coaching with them and all of that. And when there was the time came for the award, so I designed some of their clothes. Yeah. To help them out. So I was also given this to say thank you.
So I remember you mentioned that
There are many more.
there are many.
There's
A lot more from where this is coming from. So okay, that makes me.
even next week, I think I'm receiving one.
Wow.
Yes.
How long have you been in the fashion industry?
um. So far, I think so far it should be going probably 11 years. 11, 12 years. Yeah. And
12 years.
yeah.
Make it and two. Nice. When you were buying your first machine, because I know everybody has a first.
Yeah.
The very first machine that you buy, and you are like, I'm getting somewhere. Like, this is it. The beginning of my life. When you were buying your first machine, I have my first machine. And I love it to this. Till date. You don't want to move.
You have no idea.
I don't play with that machine.
You have no idea.
Tell us how it was the moment before you got the first machine and the moment after the first machine. In fact, the first dress you sold with that first machine. What was it like?
Yes. So my first machine was actually a butterfly machine. Which is you see the butterfly type when you are going for a training.
Is it the one that we carry?
Yes, that's a butterfly. Yes. So normally when you're going for a training for a first time, you are you are ordered to get that particular one. So after, I think after a year before my training, a year after like rounding up everything, I managed to get the industrial machine. And as I'm talking to you, I still have that machine. I protect it, like even though it's not working like the way it should be, I still have it. Even when they say, don't touch this. I make sure that my eyes, I don't know, because it's my first machine. I said, no, this is my first machine. I can't, I just can't, I can't, I can't imagine the fact that it will be far, like I won't see it again. Like,
Not see it there.
even though I've had so many machines, but that particular one is still on my head, is still on my mind. I was very excited anyway. When I got that machine, I was like, oh, wow, wow. So this is me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, nyame di oye bi o. So I was using it for the clothes that any client that I get. That period, I was actually working with some people in the church too. So they come and make order, even sometimes from abroad. Hey, maybe also a matter I didn't know. Hey, after the full, so before you know, I get so much order, and then I will make it with it. I'll go and deliver. I was so happy and excited when I received the machine.
That machine.
Yeah.
So tell me, the how much was it that time? How much was that machine?
Oh,
You didn't have to do a whole lot of savings for like 6 months before you got. But
Uh, oh yes, yes. It as at that time too, it was expensive. Unlike now, it's more expensive. Yeah, as at that time, it was expensive, but I think I worked for it. I worked to save that money to buy it. Yeah.
looking looking at all that you've been through so far, what are some of the things that, or some of the lessons that you would pass on to your younger self? Because there will be somebody out there who would be watching us and be like, oh, I really want to start this thing, but then this first machine is so expensive, or the devices that I need to come like this is so expensive, or I don't even have the money. Who paid for your fashion school? Were you the one who paid for your fashion school?
Yes, I paid myself.
You paid yourself.
Yes.
That was because you were working.
Yes.
As a receptionist.
Like I already had that in plan, because everything, I believe that if sometimes it's the background that you come from, or the home that you come from. When you come from a home where you have to sit up, you yourself, you sit up. When I was in secondary school, all along, I knew that okay, when I finish secondary school, I want to work and save money to do other things, even to support my dad. Even though if my daddy is willing to help, it won't be that 100%. Because obviously he's married, maybe not with my own biological mom, some other woman who might not really want him to support me the way he will, because I'm not a daughter. You get? Uh-huh. So I had it in mind that, hey, this situation you have found yourself, you have to help yourself. So all along, whatever I want to do, I quickly go and work. Make sure I save money. Then the next move is what I want to do. Yeah, because I remember the first work I did, I work in a supermarket. It was owned by a Chinese in Nigeria. When I finished second, my first work I did was it was a shift. And I really made a lot of money, because I was always smiling with customers, loving people, helping out, humbly doing it. So really, you just, oh Gina, take, oh, what's your name? Oh, I love the way you smile. I love. So I was even earning more than my salary. So just I was praying in that situation. So I was praying, because it got to a point. Sundays I don't go to church. I'm someone that I love things of God. I always want to be in the house of God. So when it comes to my Sundays, I don't joke with it. So I kept praying that God, give me a better job where I can serve you fully. Sundays I'll always be there. So I did that I think I did that for like 6 or 8 months. Yes, that job, I did it for like 8 months before I got another one. And that one was weekend, no work, just Monday to Friday. So I was really happy with that. Before then, I've already made the money where I want to use this for I wanted to go for computer college. I wanted to go for computer studies. So I had to use that money to pay. So while I was working, evening time, I'll go there for the training. That's how it has been. So everything I want to do, I make sure I work for it, keep the money, save the money, and move to the next. Yeah, that's how.
So has there ever been a time where you are like, you know what? I'm not going to do anything fruitful. I just want to spoil myself.
Yes. Oh, definitely. Yes. Now, for you. Hmm. I like enjoyment to share. You don't know. Sometimes it's true. I mean, you work so hard. When it's time to chill, take care of yourself. You want to buy something, some cool dress, some cool shoe. Do something that will make you happy, make your soul happy. It's part of it. What are we working for? What are you stressing so much for? Everybody deserves to enjoy, especially when you work hard. There is time for everything. But when it's time to enjoy to the fullest. That's one thing I believe.
Okay, I like this. Now, back to the original question I wanted to ask you about. If there was somebody out there who is now starting off and there are so many challenges that they are facing, what would you tell them to do? How would you tell them to consider to navigate their path so that life will become easier for them? Some people would say, don't focus on money, don't do this. But what do you think is that one key or those things that they know that would really help them?
Okay, so if they are watching, it's all that I've said so far. I think whoever want to learn something from it would have picked what he or she want to pick. Yeah. Life really is not easy. It's not easy for anyone, nobody. But it's also a gradual process. It's also a part where you have to also be patient and use wisdom to navigate through your destiny in life. And one other thing that you should know is knowing your footprint can really help you a lot. It makes life more easier than not knowing your footprint. You are here, you are there, you are there, you are here. Like your life is just everywhere. It shouldn't be so. You should know every human being has a footprint. But it's just the glory of God that I was able to catch my own fast. Because God, yes, I believe that through my prayers, as like God was close. Like, I quite this woman, I have to help her. I have to, So God was always speaking. So yours might not be like God have to speak to you. But if you want God to speak to you too, He will. You just have to be sensitive, yes, and be calm to listen. Sometimes I can even speak to a friend to you that, hey, this is it. Sometimes there's something you just do easy. That could be your footprint. Or you wouldn't know. You think, oh, no, 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 no. Sometimes what we want is not even what is even our footprint at all. So you have to be calm and try to know your footprints. And whatever you are doing, use your wisdom to do it. Even achieving money in life, you have to work. You don't work, you won't receive it. So if you are to do something, maybe you want to come for a training, you don't have the money. The advice I could give you is, okay, look for a work. You can get something to do, even if it's a cleaner or something to help someone in a shop or something or sell something. You know you are not there for all that years. You are just there for some while. And for that small while, you have to be sensitive. It's not the time you overspend. You have to save money because you know what you want that money to do for you. So that's your future. So you save for it, you go for it, and you are okay. Sometimes the people you even put your hope on, they will not be there to help you. Somebody will promise you, your uncle will promise you, auntie will promise you, even your own mom or dad, I will do this for you. A time will come. They don't have that strength. They don't even have that money. What if sickness balls in? So you have to sit up for yourself and start navigating your mind towards your future, and everything will be fine. Yes. And also, wherever you find yourself, be humble, be loyal, be truthful, be respectful. These three things will take you far. And your prayers, you don't joke with it. Be very prayerful, very, very prayerful, and vigilant, and also smart. God loves you.
You mentioned that when you were working at that company, you were always smiling and you were respectful to people. Do you think that if you hadn't been doing those things, you would be at where you are at this point? And what does it even mean to smile at somebody? Were you doing it intentionally, or that's just who you are? Because there are some people who would say that, oh, my face is always like this. That's me. I'm not smiling. I don't like people. How would you say it to that kind of person?
Okay, so naturally me, I'm someone who is always happy. I always want to be happy. I have a natural smiling face. I don't let things bother me that much. It's not like I don't have my own worries or problems, but I don't make it the big deal. Yeah, God is the king of everything, you see. So if you are the kind of person you don't smile, you say like, oh, it's part of me. It shouldn't be part of you. You can change. And smiling, I think naturally comes out from within. If you smile, like it's just you seeing the nature of the person, you know, this is how this person is. When you see that this person is that kind of frowning person, once you see her looks and everything, you know. Trust me, it will help you. If you really want to navigate through success, you have to be ready to be a good woman. I call it being a good woman. Be nice, both in and out. Be nice. Yeah.
On a scale of 0 to 10, tell us about the red carpets in Nigeria and the red carpets in Ghana.
Why said that now? No, why said that now? Can't why said that. Can't why said that, pa. That's what person three in Ghana for.
Oh, no. I've had an
You want to love Ghanaians, eh?
No, I've had an argument with somebody before where the person is telling me, red carpet in Nigeria is better. I'm like, what do you want people to wear? They just want to be in kaftan. And then this friend of mine was like, no, they have to look good. Why can't you just wear normal kaftan?
Okay, so when it comes to red carpet, it shouldn't be a joke, you see. But Nigerian, the Ghanaians, they take it like a joke. It's not that serious, you know. So comparing the red carpet here in Ghana to the one in Nigeria, Charlie, Nigeria, they're 90% on magic.
No, but I don't. Okay, can you explain the concept of red carpet to me and to those people who don't because I don't see why I should dress so.
Some say red carpet. What's red in power? What's a red? And yeah, joke. What's the meaning of red?
Okay.
Or what's the color of red?
It's gone.
Gone. And say just like the fashion, no. The beer said, "Be Mensah ya gingenge." When in the ever gingenge. Own him. When we talk about red carpet, it's a serious game. It's not a joke. I mean, it's not for children. Red carpet is a place where you get opportunity to wear what on a normal day you can't even wear. So when you're on the red carpet, it should show that gang 10. You wear clothes, everything for gang. Even sleeve last song. You're, in fact, so when it comes to red carpet in Nigeria and red carpet in Ghana, oh, Nigeria, number one. So if it is 1 to, you say 1 to us, 0 to 10, Nigeria fan now.
So Nigeria is
Nigeria fan.
Nigeria is what?
I didn't say so. Oh, no, don't do that.
If you're doing Ghana is 0 and
Okay. I didn't say Ghana is 0. At least Ghana is trying, but you know now.
so it's 1.
Yeah?
1.
Maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, 3.
Feel, pa. You've eaten Nigerian jollof. You've eaten Ghana jollof. Which one is better?
Charlie, Ghana jollof is sweet. It's sweeter than Nigeria jollof. Now there is normal. Oh dear, oh.
But this red, I will still ask a couple of other people about this red carpet because I think, I mean, I've seen the nice, flamboyant dress the Nigerian people would wear, and sometimes I ask myself, how would this person sit down?
That's it. Now
You can see the dress some plenty. So is it that they take 2 dresses, one for the red carpet and then one for the city?
and now bet me Akanisa, whatever you think like, but I mean it's a red carpet, so you have to look unique on that day. On a normal day, dress that you can can't even wear to a place to like wear on a normal day. You can only wear it on a red carpet. That's where it's acceptable. And you'll be the best. Every cameraman wants to talk to you. Everybody wants to capture, like everything is on you. So that is why it's called red carpet.
Have you ever done any design that has gone on the red carpet before?
Oh, severally.
I hope you have some of those because I would like to see them.
Gang, gang, gang.
Yeah.
The one that the ions inside can even took your. You don't know. You didn't know. And a three in a plate in a
Wow. I would really love to see those dresses. So,
Oh my goodness.
in the next 5 to 10 years, where do you see Gina Rich Designs?
Generate Design should own a fashion factory, a fashion factory, a very big fashion factory where we work 24 hours. Yes.
Is it 24-hour economy or is it under it? Or...
You are not good though. Yes, 24 hours, but not. It's a economy. It's out there.
Let's start. Right.
Into 24 hours. Yeah, it's gonna be like a shift. You know, I want a situation whereby when a client needs something, even in bulk, they can get it within 24 hours. Yes, you need it. There are people who are working. We run shifts, and everything that you need in the like you want us to do, either female, male, yeah, the number of it, the amount of it, you'll get it. To be a brand where you find all kinds of machines, bigger industrial machines that can do everything, even embroidery to everything, to the lace, to the eye. That they might have is really fake. So I just pray that God will help me that it will come true for me. But in the next 5 to 10 years, I should be dancing on this.
Dancing with it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that happen.
Yeah.
So,
The Journey Uncovered. Thank you so much for coming to my workshop today. I'm really glad. I'm proud of you. And I pray that God will take you to greater places, that whatever you do will succeed. And few years from now, you'll be so big that the whole universe will hear about you. And I want you, the audience, you have to like, subscribe, yeah, YouTube channel and engage. I love you.
right. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
That'll be the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next episode.